teachers, staff, colleagues, parents, friends, and everyone else sitting at home rather than being here, welcome to our celebration of achievement. I think we all deserve a medal and a certificate, or a few, to say that we've managed to get through the 3.5 months now that we have not been here together as a community, as a school. And I think we're all aware now that since the 9th of March, we've all had lots of challenges and lots of things that we've needed to overcome. If I can say a well done to all of you for your achievement, for your engagement, for making sure that you're hard at work, trying always as much as you can. And again, as I said earlier, I think we all richly deserve to now have a break and a holiday, and then maybe I'll talk a little bit later on about this, but we'll then hope that at the end of August we will be back here together. Our teachers, I'll say a thank you to our teachers, and again for over the course of this year, and a very strange year that it's been, because I know, and I hope you agree as well, and you might want to perhaps have send a message or an email or something to some of your teachers, all of your teachers I hope, but they've been professional, they've been supportive with lessons and assemblies and many different transitions and other events that they've put on for you, despite all of the difficulties. And I think we're aware once again of all of the difficulties. I will say that in my 33 years in schools, I have never experienced anything like this before. Schools to me are about people, mainly the majority young people, and it's about togetherness and our community. And I think in the past, again, period, these items have been sorely missing from these empty, echoey buildings. I will say a thank you to our parents. I think I've been contacted, I would say more or less every day for the past 3.5 months or so by many of you to query, to question, to clarify lots of different things. And I will say a big thank you to you for supporting your children during these very difficult, exceptional, unprecedented times. And I know that you've risen to the challenges that have been presented to you, and then of course then supported your children. Now I'm going to, just before I end with perhaps a final message, I've been asked many times about next year and what's happening. Now at the moment, as I'm sure that we can all appreciate, we're following the advice, the guidelines. So the first port of call is the Ministry of Education, and they are following of course the advice from the Ministry of Health. At the moment, we don't quite know where we will be, what we will be doing on August the 30th. However, we already have plans in place, either that we continue the way that we've been teaching over the past 3.5 months, and that we have an online virtual schooling. I am hopeful that that will not be the case, but again, if it was up to me, I would probably want us to all be back in school now, as long as we were healthy and safe here at the school. The second option is that we have more of a hybrid system, whereby sometimes we will be back in and then sometimes we will be doing virtual learning. And again, we have plans in place for that. And the last one, and I would say the one that I think we're all looking forward to as soon as possible, is that we're back in school. And that we're back in school as normal with registrations and then starting lessons at 8 o'clock, and then we're running through until 2:30. I think we're all sorely missing being back to normal at school, here at school. For those of you that are leaving, I will wish you all the very best of luck wherever you're going to. Remember that we're here whenever something is needed. We can give some advice, some thoughts, maybe a letter, whatever is required by your next new school, perhaps in a new country, and different things. And all the very best from all of us here. Congratulations to the many of you receiving today. I'm not quite sure that commiserations are in order, and again I will say I acknowledge the hard work from all of you. Have a very good summer.
Good morning and welcome to this very unique virtual annual celebration of achievement assembly. One that I didn't envisage to be happening here, but one that I would have wanted to share with all of you in person. However, we're celebrating the success of all of our pupils. I'm enormously proud of the school. Our pupils and staff are working so hard, persevering, being resilient, especially these last few months. It is thanks to all our staff, pupils, parents, leadership team who contribute to this success. I've said that consistently high levels of attainment and progress over the last few years are central to this school being excellent, and it's often described as a happy, close-knit community. We strive to make this a place where children feel valued, appreciated, cared for and safe, and where they're able to try new things and push themselves to realise their potential. Last year, we saw all of our Year 13s gaining their first choice university place at some of the top universities in the world. Our current Year 13s are also in a similarly strong position to continue this trend, and we look forward to another great set of results in August. I have to say, high quality teaching, academic achievement of our pupils are essential to the prerequisites of this being an excellent school, but equally important is the leadership, the management of pupils and staff, as well as the behaviour and the positive attitude of all of our pupils. The strength, the experience, hard work of our staff ensures that high quality teaching and learning continues. The attitudes to learning, the behaviour and the mutual respect of our pupils is also key to this being a very successful school. The many opportunities that are offered here are taken up by our pupils. They play a key role at JPGS. Throughout the year, there's been a typically impressive range of activities and events, and that's a big thank you to our staff who make these experiences possible. Finally, I wish all of our pupils and staff leaving JPGS the very best for their futures and thank them for their part in continuing to make our school great. I look forward to hearing the names of our award winners and celebrating their achievements this year. Finally, thank you and congratulations in advance to all of our award winners, wishing you all a safe, restful summer break, and I look forward to seeing you all in August. Thank you.
Dear pupils, parents and colleagues, it's great to have this opportunity to celebrate your achievements during the course of this academic year, as many of you have developed considerably since joining the sixth form. This has been brought home to me of late by the difficulty that I have faced in considering the many applications we have had for the head team. Almost a third of Year 12 applied, and there were many other candidates worthy of consideration who chose not to throw their hats into the ring. All of the applicants have great merits, and all of them need to know that by participating, whether selected or not, they will have grown. At interview, some of them have shown an acute awareness of this. One said, "I know that in life I will face rejection, and this experience, if I'm not chosen, will help to prepare me for that." Another applicant, when asked how they would accept failure, simply said, "I'll just get involved in other areas of the school where I can make a contribution." Both of these were answers that lifted my heart, as they epitomised the kind of attitude that JPGS tries to instill in its students, an attitude which enables them to succeed way beyond the confines of the Blue Gate. A friend of mine routinely responds to enquiries about his health with the following reply: "Well, I'm still breathing." And whilst in normal times this would appear to be a very low bar to set oneself, There are times, such as this, when we need to give pause and thank whichever God we pray to for the gift of life, and count ourselves blessed that our families and our community at JPGS has not been harmed in the way that others have around the world. Choose life. It's the ultimate gift worth celebrating, as all devoted fans of Wham will remember. But in JPGS, our students and staff set a very high bar, and many of you have outperformed your targets and so impressed your teachers with your effort, attitude to learning and attainment that they, like myself, Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Bedford, have had a tough time selecting those worthy of acknowledgement at this ceremony. So if, like the applicants for the head team, you're not selected, know that if you have engaged in your learning, you will have progressed, and the more you have striven, the greater the progress you will have made. Recently, a student sent me a poem that was born out of the sense of isolation in lockdown. I want to share it with you to acknowledge the journey that many of you have been on and celebrate the point at which that individual has arrived. I can give you the brightest smile while being hyper aware of how you're analysing my every move. I crave the chaos of a night of laughter with my closest friends, whilst also needing the safe sound of silence to protect me. I dream of freedom and throwing caution to the wind, while needing patterns and substance to soothe my sanity. I criticise each and every part of myself, leaving no room for escape, while fighting for others to embrace themselves and each other. I carry the weight of others' secrets, keeping them safely locked for all eternity, whilst easily spilling mine like a miserable martyr seeking solace. I connect easily with people scattered across the globe whom I can understand and accept, whilst having just a handful at home and without the security of school. As I sit here and compare myself to others, it becomes clear that I cannot be categorized. I am a mixture, a cocktail of contradictions. I celebrate this work as an achievement, not just as a teacher of English for its poetic merit, but for the self-awareness and maturity that it reveals. A young person coming to terms with who they are through a positive engagement with language. I see this positivity and creativity in so many of you. Congratulations on your achievements thus far, but know that I expect much more of you all. I'm confident that you have bright futures ahead of you and look forward to hearing of your successes in the academic world and far beyond. I wish you all well at A2 and want to assure you that this time next year I'll be here with you in spirit. For now, good luck and God bless you all.
Alright. Obviously, nothing better than a Rebay. Man, them get Apple, classic. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with the OG stuff, I'm telling you. You know what you're spending your money on.
Right.
And that's how you do a 25 real budget challenge.